Welcome everyone. Just watching our numbers quickly climb, so hopefully this is going to be a popular session. My name is Michael Woodburn. I'm a customer success manager at Blackbaud. I actually celebrate my 7th anniversary today. I've literally just had notification of that, so that's good news. I work with our schools group, and today I would like to introduce my colleague Brock Brown. He is a senior principal in our strategic partner business development team, who's going to take you through this session. What I do want to do before we kick over to Brock is just run through a couple of housekeeping. I've just seen the celebrating football manager there that took my attention. I didn't see very many of them this season as my team got relegated. Audio for this webinar is coming through your speakers, so any issues there, probably best just to pop out and come back into your browser. Refresh for any audio or visual issues. The recordings will be available afterwards. The slides for today's presentation are available in the Documents tab. And use Q&A to submit questions. Chat is for group conversations and celebrating football managers. And you can also use the Messages tab to send direct messages to any participants. So that's that done and out of the way. I think it would be best to hand over to Brock, who will take you through today's presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Michael. If you want to jump right in, I'm Brock Brown. I'm the strategic business developer for our global partner program. Simply put, I own and manage the go-to-market strategy as well as the modernization of all of our partner programs. Michael, if you want to go to that next slide. And keep on going. All right, and just a brief agenda here. What we'll touch base on very quickly so that I can save time for questions is the programs that are available under our partner network, specifically some of the benefits and resources to the ISV program that is probably going to be most appealing to the audience here. We're going to go over the marketplace, some of the categories and changes that we've made since last year. We're going to talk to you about how do you raise your profile as a Blackbaud partner, how do you join our partner program, and what the onboarding experience looks like. And then lastly, how do you build your app and list it within the marketplace for our sellers and customers to experience. So we can go to that next slide. All right, for starters, there's 3 core partner programs that we're going to highlight today. The first being a referral program. What that is, simply put, is where partners have the ability to share leads with Blackbaud. We have our services program for partners who are doing implementation of core products such as our FE NXT platform, our Illuminate Online and Teen Razor. Soon to come within this quarter will be BBCRM and online giving. And we're expecting later on this year, strong possibility of having RE NXT as our next product to fall under that program. And then the program that's going to be highlighted today is our ISV program, which is the work that all of our developers are doing to create applications that extends the Blackbaud capabilities. And so some of the resources that are available for the ISV program, of course, the Blackbaud marketplace, I'm going to walk you through and talk lost connection there for a second. Michael, not sure if you heard me. Go to that next slide. As well as our Sky Developer Portal. These are both self-service resources where our partners can go in, they can learn, collaborate, as well as promote some of their and products there, as well as the Sky Developer Portal where you can go in and develop and test. One of the main benefits that I like to highlight with becoming a partner be able to test against all of our Blackbaud products that are highlighted here. Some that I want to call out, of course, RE and FE, as well as BBCRM, which aligns with the services program that I highlighted as well. You also get the Sky API subscriptions. These call limits are then increased from a developer from 25K a day to 100K a day, which greatly allows you to scale your business and application, which is amplified when promoted through the Blackbaud marketplace. And then lastly, you get to list within that marketplace, which again, we're going to touch bases on that in great detail throughout this conversation. It says that I'm freezing. Are you guys still hearing me? Good. Okay. You want to go to that next slide, Michael? All right, so we've done a little bit of revamping of our Blackbaud marketplace, but what our marketplace is the one-stop destination for both customers and our Blackbaud sellers to go in and learn and discover applications that may be filling a gap that our customers need to fill. One of the changes that we've done is we've created a space or area within the Blackbaud marketplace called categories. And if you look at those categories, some of the things that we've highlighted are AI, document management, as well as accredited implementations. And so here is just a quicker, faster way to narrow down those searches. But there's also at the top, if we look at the screenshot of the Blackbaud marketplace, a selection where you can search for a specific use and identify all of the partners that would fall within that search. And so this has been powerful because we've seen great success and growth, not only from a Blackbaud perspective, but more importantly, from a partner perspective, the ability to reach customer bases that they may not have ever had a chance to engage with, as well as to create more applications that would extend your business. And so if we want to go to that next slide, I can talk about some of the successes and some numbers that are within that marketplace. And so our marketplace is growing. And so just from last year alone, if we look from April 2024 to April 2025, there's 5,470 customers with connections to a partner application. That is tremendous growth. And I'm here to tell you that this is just since April. We've had some more growth early on in May early on in June. And the numbers in May have shown that we've had that same type of effect. There's 191 partner applications listed in the marketplace, and we want to continue to see that number increase, but that was a 24% increase year over year. And then lastly, there's 164 partners with an application listed, which is a 28% increase year over year. And so partners are finding success there. And I think those numbers from the growth there showcase that well. Next slide, please. So some partner testimonials that were called out. And so we have Sydney Faye Williams, which was a manager from Double the Donations. They had this to say personally about the Blackbaud marketplace and their experience being listed there. Being in the marketplace allows our tools to easily be turned on. It also helps us being in such a niche market with this idea of credibility. It's always easier, especially coming from a sales side, for us to say we're already a Blackbaud partner, we're already in the marketplace. And so Sydney Faye touched on a very important component around credibility. Again, it does bring credibility when customers and sellers go and see that you're there and can look at those customer reviews to understand how well your application is engaging within the Blackbaud ecosystem. And so that was awesome for Sydney to say. And so next we have Stu Hawkins, founder and CEO from RedArc. Making our apps available on the Blackbaud marketplace back in 2017 was literally a game changer for RedArc. In 2021, we crossed 51% of our revenue split from products. Now we're at 75%. That is 100% down to the Blackbaud marketplace. We could never have done that without the marketplace. So again, another testimonial around the power and visibility that a partnership or has found within the actual Blackbaud marketplace. And so we can go to that next slide. So how do you raise your visibility within the Blackbaud marketplace? Well, the first thing you want to do, you want to join. So you have to become a partner, and I'll talk a little bit about that process. Then once you've joined, you want to explore and engage some of those self-service resources like the partner portal, of course, building your application and make sure it functions in the way that you've designed within that Sky Developer portal. Next, you want to enable our sales teams with content and collateral. So as much marketing, it can be co-branded, which there's some rules around that are easily identified within the partner portal. Our partner ops team can help you walk through that process. And then you want to make sure that you publish that application within the Blackbaud marketplace so that all channels can have visibility. And again, that's specific to our customers. It can be other partners who are looking to collaborate, as well as our Blackbaud sellers. And then once you've published and you've begun to have that ecosystem work for you, you want to make sure you're taking advantage of all sponsorship opportunities such as BB Dev Days, as well as BBCon. And then we'll touch base on a very, very near and dear engagement partner summit later on. So we can go to that next slide. So how do you become a Blackbaud partner? It's very, very simple. You would go navigate to our partner portal. I believe this PowerPoint will be distributed. And so there are some hyperlinks that would take you there. You would navigate to the ISV program. There are some standard T's and C's. We will work really closely with you, meeting myself or the Blackbaud partner operations team. You will follow all of those steps, and I'll even show some screenshots of what that experience would look like once you become a partner and on board. But it's really, really simple and a fairly easy and simple process that we have been able to scale throughout all partners. So if we want to go to that next screen. So the resources and partner portal. So I've alluded to that it's very, very simple. You would navigate to the partner portal to access those programs. But the primary focus that our partner portal was initially created for was really three core things. It was learn, collaboration, and promotion. And so where the learning aspect comes in is our partner academy and the use of Blackbaud knowledge base. And so on Partner Academy is where you would go to see all of our on-demand training that is available for Blackbaud products. We're working really, really diligently to even include some implementation training. So if you want to learn and continue to raise your visibility and add more skill sets, there's an opportunity for that coming in the near future. From a collaboration standpoint, there's the Partner Town Hall, which gives you the latest and greatest on what both Blackbaud and the partner teams are what we're thinking, what may be coming down the pipe in the near future. And so we use that as a expanded version of our newsletter to allow questions and to get a little bit more in detail around the strategy that the partner team sees, as well as to gain feedback from our partner community. We have the Partner Summit, which is pre-BBCon. So it's the same weekend of BBCon, just a day before the official BBCon sessions kick off. And this is where our partners get a chance to collaborate with each other, where they can share ideas around how other partners have found success within the Blackbaud ecosystem. I've already touched base on Sky API, as well as you have access to product community pages and product idea banks. So really, really awesome things like that, as well as product update briefings. And then lastly, you can continue to promote yourself within the Blackbaud marketplace, sharing assets, collateral that we've already touched base on. But the biggest thing, BBCon, which is Blackbaud's flagship event where customers come from near and far to engage with Blackbaud to understand what's the newest thing from our technology standpoint. And so this is a hyperlink that you will be able to click on to navigate to that Blackbaud partner portal once you have joined on to be an ISV partner. And so we can go to the next slide. And so this is just a quick snapshot of what that partner portal experience will look like. So once you've logged in with your BBID, it's about a 30 to 60 day ramp up time. That's going to be training, providing just information about the your particular company that is necessary, as well as getting onboarding assets and including listing your application within the marketplace. And so again, our team, meaning myself and the partner ops and enablement team, would be able to walk you through that entire process. Next slide. And so again, with the onboarding steps, if we take and double down here with the ISV program onboarding with the 30 days where it says watch marketplace and Sky developer trainings, we strongly encourage that you take advantage of those on-demand trainings because it's going to equip you and make it easier for you to navigate throughout not only our partner ecosystem, but to get the visibility that is needed to engage with our sellers. And so we want you to be able to understand webinars, when the partner town halls, when these pub releases are happening, and all of that is found and all of that information is given within that 60-day time frame. And so we can go to that next slide. So how do you get your application listed? So once you have joined our partner organization and you've navigated through the 60-day onboarding tasks, one of those would be the application listing process. And so within the Marketplace Hub, you'll go to that partner portal and define that. They'll give you steps on some of the requirements that are necessary within the listing for your application in the marketplace. And so we will walk you through, we would give you steps. If there's any questions around branding, what is allowed, what is not allowed, all of that is included within that experience. And I think that for partners who have gone through it, we respond really, really quickly. We have a small team, but our team has been doing a lot of high impact work and efforts to make sure that the partner experience across the whole is just an enjoyable one and that you are up and running as quickly as possible. And again, just reinforcing that on-demand training within Partner Academy, all of those elements are going to allow your company to flourish and just equips you with more information to be successful. I'm going to go to that next slide, please. And so lastly, once you have followed all of these steps and you've done the onboarding experience, you will be listed in the marketplace. Once you're in the marketplace and you are fully entrenched within the partner ecosystem, you'll find there'll be chances for webinars where we'll be able to align you not only with Blackbaud sellers, but we'll be able to align you with customers that may be looking for a specific type of engagement. And so there's marketing engagement, there's partner engagement that all culminate to give you a full experience. I cannot really speak enough to the work that our team has done to reinvent what the partner marketplace experience is with those categories. Those are really, really powerful assets and tools that will unlock your ability to grow your business. And so Blackbaud partner team recognizes that as your business grows, so will Blackbaud. So we're investing in that. And we want to make sure that you have a successful partnership with Blackbaud. And so listing them within the marketplace is just the most powerful tool at our hands to unlock that. And so at this time, the presentation is done. I'll just open the floor for any questions that you may have for me.
We've had two questions so far. First question was, what does ISV stand for?
So ISV
Like,
is independent software vendor, and so it's just a fancy way of saying application partners. So anyone from a technology basis that is developing applications that extends Blackbaud's product capabilities that has signed on within a formal partnership with Blackbaud would fall under that ISV acronym.
second question, do we have the links for the training? I believe they'll be in the documents, but we can follow up afterwards.
Absolutely. And when you say links to the training, are you saying to this PowerPoint or are you specific to the on-demand trainings that I highlighted?
It came in about the time of the on-demand training, so I would say it came in about 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
So
So yeah, so if we're specific to the on-demand training, those are again resources and benefits of becoming a Blackbaud partner and joining that ISV program. And so yes, so once you would become a Blackbaud partner, we would walk you through again that 60-day onboarding, and an element of that would be a link to all of those on-demand trainings, which I'm working personally very close with BDU to make sure that those are up to date and there's relevant information to our partner community.
we got a thank you there, Brock. So I think you answered the question. So we're
Awesome.
doing good.
Awesome. And so I know I'm slightly ahead of time. Any other questions around how to become a partner? Any questions around any of the self-service resources like our partner portal last year? That was a brand new resource. And so if anyone likes me to go a little bit more in depth around that, or even around the marketing content opportunities, what that looks like, where partners have had success within those types of engagement, what type of applications are listed within the Blackbaud marketplace, happy to touch base on. Anything come through, Michael?
Nothing yet. Must have been
So
such a good day.
and just to confirm, this will be able accessible by the everyone that's joined the BB Dev Days, right? So all of the developers here. This PowerPoint, correct?
Correct, yes.
Absolutely. So if you do have any other questions, feel free to, leverage these links. Again, my email is brock.brown@blackbaud.com. So you can feel free to email me directly. If you have any questions around how to become a partner, what are some of the value of joining the Blackbaud ecosystem, happy to have those conversations directly with you. Other than that, thank you all for your time. And I'm so excited about the possibilities of you joining our Blackbaud partnership team. Everyone have a great day.
Joe, you've saved my life. I completely forgot I'm supposed to launch the survey. Launch survey now. There we go. Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate it. Can everyone see the survey? We'll just hang tight, give everyone some time. There's still a couple of minutes in the session and we'll get that survey all filled in.
Absolutely. No problem at all. I'm just reading some of the chat, so I'm seeing a few things that you're very, very welcome. Hopefully, it was informative and you got all the information you needed to join, and more importantly, feel inspired to want to join our ISV program.
We'll also feed back the connection issues as well to the provider of these services and the organisers. Can only apologise, we had that couple of moment blip, but it seemed to recover quite quickly. So
yeah, hopefully everyone was able to hear, a good chunk of that content. I know in the beginning is where I was seeing that, but as I went on, it went away.
still got another 3 minutes, so please complete the survey. And just a reminder, the Docs tab, where the chat messages and Q&A are held, you'll be able to find a copy of today's slides. Still checking chat and Q&A for any last questions. We've got about 1 minute and 30 seconds left of the session, so feel free if you've got that one last question you want to ask. Okay, we're into the final minute. Get that survey filled in if you can. And any last questions? Final 10 seconds. I'm going to close the survey now just to make sure we collate all the responses. But thank you for joining us this afternoon. That's us. We're done.